Hey guys, Hoodie B here, and today I am going to share some tips and tricks with you to help you make some currency. Whether you're farming for a headhunter or just want a few exalted orbs, this video will definitely help you. In the background I've just got some footage of me mapping, nothing too amazing. You don't have to watch the video, you can just listen and do something else in the meantime, like play PoE, read Reddit, whatever you want. So sit back, relax and enjoy. Tip number 1. Sell. Learn to sell. During your adventure in Path of Exile, you will come across many items as you map. Magic items, rare items, and even a couple of uniques. 9 times out of 10, these will unfortunately be near worthless, and you are better off just selling them off to a vendor. Depending on the rarity of the item, you will receive in return transmutation frags, alteration frags, and alchemy frags. These will accumulate over time, and you'll be able to then exchange them for more valuable currency such as chromatics, fusings, Vol orbs, and chaos orbs. Tip number 2. Understand what your build does and exploit it. If you play a build that does amazing at maps but is quite mediocre at bosses, then exploit that. Chances are, when you first start playing off, you'll be playing a build that's quite capable of running maps quite comfortably, but will find it's quite slow at killing bosses. So, what you can do to combat that and make some currency in the meantime is to run lower tier maps and juice them up. Item quantity is the stat you want to focus on, and to increase it, you can do the following. Use chisels to increase the quantity. Do this while it's a white map to get 5% increases per chisel. Use an alchemy orb to transform the map into rare tier. This will, however, add modifiers to the map and increase its difficulty, so do be aware of that. Optionally, what you can do then is use a Val orb to corrupt the map. Either this will add more multipliers, it will unidentify the map, which is what you want, or it will turn the map into something else altogether. Optionally, you can use Atziri fragments to increase the quantity even more. Finally, you can use Atziri fragments to increase the quantity just a bit more. Tip number 3. This tip sort of goes hand in hand with the last one. Don't be afraid to die. You have several attempts per map or per boss. Usually, your build will have enough mitigation to survive most threats that the game throws at you. I'll give an example. Never tried Cyrus for the first time? Well, instead of going to global chat and asking for a carry, I highly recommend you watch a guide real quick so that you know what skills to expect and then attempt the boss yourself. Not only will you learn how to fight the boss properly, but you'll also experience the mechanics firsthand and adapt to them in real time. You'll find that you are capable of clearing content regardless of how daunting or challenging it may have seemed. And by doing it yourself, you'll get all the drops. You won't have to deal with any potential scammers, and perhaps you might even start your own boss killing carry service one day. Tip number 4. Try out everything that the game has to offer. For example, you could try delving, and by that I mean try to go as deep as you can. You really do start to profit once you get down a few hundred levels, so don't be discouraged if you're not making money right off the bat. Another thing you can try is to take part in the syndicate missions, and by that I mean learning to manipulate Jun's mission board. For example, getting Itbat Fled to level 3 as a research leader will net huge returns in cash through using her to convert some breachstones into pure breachstones. Currently it's very profitable to convert Chayula breachstones into pure ones and then sell them off. The reason for this is because they are excellent tools to level up in the later levels of the game when XP is hard to earn. Another thing you can try perhaps is crafting, and by this I don't mean start crafting a mirror tier piece of equipment, but rather to get the grips on different methods of crafting, like alteration to regal spamming, and then into multi-mod crafting. You could try fossil crafting, or even essence crafting. You can actually make a good return on crafting desirable mods on desirable bases. For example, something simple like just alteration spamming on a warlord's base chest to get the mod Socketed Attacks have negative 15 to total mana cost. That has the correct eye level to roll that mod will take on average 350 to 400 alterations and will sell for a few exalts. So if you don't mind gambling a little bit, then crafting can definitely be a way to make some currency. And finally, tip number 5. Join a guild or make some friends. Path of Exile. Although a multiplayer game, you'll be alone playing for the vast majority of the time. It's just the nature of the game. It does, however, have a very supportive and cool community. So, join a guild have a good laugh in the chat or in voice over Discord, and be surrounded by fun people. It will only enhance the experience for you as a whole, and you'll most likely learn a couple things about the game. Personally, I learn things every day, and that's because I'm in the guild that just happens to have players who've been playing for many years. The difference between this league, where I interacted with the guild, and the last one in Metamorph, where I played basically solo, is noticeable. Thanks to my guildmates, I am a lot quicker at running through the acts and starting a new character. I am a lot more efficient at my mapping and my vendoring, and I actually know how to play the market a little bit better. And I guess you could say that, I'm having a lot more fun now. And that's what it really boils down to, guys. If you're not having fun, then why play the game? Play the game the way you want. Implement these tips and tricks the way you want to implement them. Hell, don't implement them. If what I'm telling you is going to make the game less enjoyable for you, then don't do it. It's all about having fun and having a good time. So, do whatever makes you happy. That's it from me, guys. Thanks for taking the time to watch the video. If you do have anything else you want to add that I've probably missed out, then feel free to drop a comment down below. Otherwise, like, subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time.